Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Camp Cooking with Critter. Today's just something really quick. It's just a bunch of stuff that I happened to grab from the freezer and the fridge before I headed out here, and I will show you what is up. So I grabbed, the sun's behind me here, I grabbed some, just some ground beef. It's frozen. It's now de-thawed and pliable, so that's great. Some cheese. This is a, what is this now? This is a maple bourbon seasoning. This is a sort of like a steak seasoning. I haven't tried either one of those, so I'll see which one I try. Then we got a couple of peppers. You know me and my peppers, I love peppers. We got some broccoli, leftover broccoli. We got some onion. And then I just had some leftover dinner rolls here. They were frozen as well, and they're now de-thawed, so that's great. Got the old GSI outdoors right here. It's pretty windy, so hopefully the audio is pretty good, but this is a great kit, a really great kit. These knives stay sharp forever. These are the Jetboil knife, fork, and spoon combo thing. But yeah, this GSI outdoors kit is great. Comes with this great cutting board, and then we've got the camp stove and frying pan. So the plan is to fry up the meat, toss in some onions and some peppers and some broccoli, get to this point where they're just a little bit al dente, add some seasoning for some yum yums, and then probably fire it onto some buns and have like mini hoagie sandwiches. Okay, let's get at it. All right, so I got that stuff cut up. Want to crumble up the hamburger here, and I got the onion in here. Get the onion nice and soft. Everything else will be a little bit al dente. I find if you get the onion, cook the onion a little bit longer, it adds more flavor. It gets more flavorful. So then I'll just cut these guys up a little bit and let this go a little bit longer. I'm gonna add some seasoning and then add all of this, and away we go. All right, now we got the meat pretty brown there, so it is time to add the peppers. We'll get these peppers into that. Then we'll let that simmer for a while these get sort of sweaty and al dente. I think I need a bigger frying pan. I love broccoli. I like all the vegetables actually. All right, now we're gonna fire a little bit more seasoning into that. That nice and seasoned up. And while that simmers, it's time for a sip. Good stuff. All right, that's how we're looking so far. Okay, so the wind is picking up pretty good, and I really want to try and contain some of this heat in here to try and really get these vegetables soft-ish, sort of. So the trick is to just take your lid and put that on there and just let them go for a bit, probably another 5 minutes or so, and we should be okay. Well, I'll check in about 5 minutes and we'll see how it is. All right, so in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of buns and I'll just slice them in half and get them ready to become a nice sandwich. I almost wish I had brought wraps instead, some tortilla shells or something, fajita shells. I think that would have been really, really tasty. But this, still have the cheese. Don't forget the cheese. All right, how are we doing in here? Looking pretty good. I want to get to the point where the vegetables just start to sweat. All right, we're pretty much there. The meat is done. I just tried one of the peppers. They are right where I like to have them. And the next step, this is the trick to being able to get it onto your little buns. You've got to take your cheese. This is going to be hard to do with one hand, but you got to take your cheese, lay it down, and you're going to create a nice cheese blanket. Yummy. I don't know if I'm in frame or not, doing this all one-handed, but there we go. All right, so get the cheese on there like that, create a nice cheese blanket, turn down the heat on the stove a little bit because you don't want to burn it. Put the lid back on and just let that cheese melt, and that cheese is gonna, you know, stick everything together, and you'll be able to take it by clumps, put it on your bun, and then put it in your tummy. Delicious. And you don't have to have this on a bun or a fajita wrap, tortilla wrap, or whatever you want to call it, if you don't want. I mean, that's why I've got a spoon, because I'm probably going to eat it right out of the pan as well. Let's just check on how it's doing. Oh, look at that. Yum. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I'm going to try and scoop some of that onto a bun, but I think I need just to eat the rest out of the pan. Looks delicious. All right, so I probably needed a lot more cheese to really stick stuff together. Maybe if I had a little flour and some cornstarch, I probably could have made like a little bit of a gravy as well to stick that together. But my doctor and my cholesterol says enough cheese, darn it. But anyways, there she is on the bun. So I got a little bit of stuff on the bun, and I'll just take a top there and we'll squish that down like that. And there we go. Little mini hoagie, hamburger and veggies. Good stuff. It's going to be really good out of the pan. Pardon me. And then I'll use the buns to sop up all the juices. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Well, that's a very quick and easy hamburger and veggie fry up for you guys. Take the frozen ingredients from home, throw them in one of the side panniers, go for a ride. By the time you get to camp, set up camp and everything should be de-thawed and ready to go. There's no reason why you have to eat boil in the bag. So if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing, and until next time, get out there and ride. This is so good. First meal of the day, but it's a good one.